This is the ultimate productivity app that will transform your cluttered, messy life. Speaking from experience. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider joining the fam by subscribing below. Okay, so Notion. What is Notion? The first time I heard about this, I was like, why would you want to use something like this when you have Evernote, Trello, AnyDo, all of those other apps? And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why. I've divided this video up into multiple sections, namely, what is Notion, why I use Notion, and how I use Notion. All of it will be timestamped below in the description, so feel free to skip around. But I'll really appreciate it if you watch the whole video. Let's talk about the first point. What is Notion? It's literally everything into one app. Notion is like a text editor. It has the same basic formatting tools as Microsoft Word. You can change the color of text, change the font, underline, cross out, all of the basic formatting tools. Secondly, it allows you to embed other content. So you can embed a website into your Notion workspace, which is pretty cool. Along with that, you can add pictures, you can add videos, and something that I've discovered recently is you can even embed Google Maps into your workspace. As you can see, there's a lot of possibilities that are available when you're using Notion. One of the most powerful things you can do in Notion is to create databases. You can create relationships between information. I have to show it to you later on in the video, but that's a really nice feature. It allows you to create a level of organization that you can't do in any other app. Okay, let's talk about why I use Notion. So there's three main reasons why I use Notion. Number one, it's really easy to navigate. So I know you're going to probably pause this video and be like, nah, I've seen other YouTubers use it. It looks really complicated. But once you find your way around Notion, you realize that the interface is very logical and systematic. So it's easy to find things. It's easy for you to input things into Notion. And it's easy to access information from Notion because everything is so nicely laid out. And that brings me on to my second point. Notion allows you to achieve that level of aesthetic that you see on YouTube. I know productivity is not all about the aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, but having something that looks nice is really important when you're going to use it every single day. It must be aesthetically pleasing. That's the type of thing that you can achieve with Notion. You can create fancy banners, you can add nice emojis, icons, you can put your pictures in. It just looks really nice to work with. And when you like something, you'll use it more. That brings me on to my last point of why I use Notion, is it combines the best features from all the other apps. It just brings everything into one place. If it has everything in one place, then it's convenient. I don't have to have three apps, I can have one app. And in that one app, I can create relationships between the content. Okay, let's talk about the last point. And that's how I use Notion. So let's start with the first way. I used Notion to organize my school studying schedule. Studying is quite a tricky topic because there's multiple ways to do it. I've realized that if you don't have an end game when it comes to studying, and you can't completely map out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, then in my opinion, I think you're kinda aimlessly studying because there's no real destination. I've used Notion to organize my school subjects and the subtopics of each subject. That made it really easy for me to see at a glance. I got mathematics, I've got these two papers, paper 1, I got paper 2, and then I got these subtopics per paper. So I've got algebra, number patterns, sequences and series, all under paper 1, and then I have paper 2, which is like Euclidean geometry, analytical geometry, and trigonometry, and I think there's one more, stats. So it makes it really easy to break down the subjects, and within each subtopic you can add information into it. So let's go into trigonometry. Under trigonometry, I used to track my past papers back from 2014 up to 2020. I could see whether I've done those past papers for that year. And I've also used Notion to track all the difficult questions. I've got all my notes with little footnotes at the bottom explaining how I got there in case I forget in the future, because I'm not a machine. I need to write things down. I need to organize my high-level questions so that when I get to the exam, I know I'm prepared. I just feel more confident overall. Okay, so I also use Notion to organize my YouTube channel. That's quite a nice way of organizing a YouTube channel if you are a YouTuber yourself, because just look at my template. So I've got all my YouTube video ideas and I can organize them into whether it's actually an idea, whether I'm in the writing process, editing process, filming process, or whether the video has been published. Each video, I can categorize it into what niche it falls under, whether it be lifestyle, tech, whether it falls under just productivity in general. And then I got the level of urgency, like when do I need to get out that video, because whether the topic is in vogue, it's trending, like, you know, when I need to get the video out, so I organize it with emojis. Okay, so the third way is I use it to organize client payments. I do editing work as a side hobby, and I use Notion to track each of the batches of editing I do, whether it's edited, whether it's paid, and just the number of pictures I've done for that specific batch and the price I've charged for it. And with Notion, I can easily at a glance see what work has been done and what work needs to be done and how much I'm earning as I go. Okay, so I also use Notion to plan out weddings. So I've got a wedding shoot in the next 2 weeks or so, and it becomes like really stressful when you're shooting alone. So I use Notion to work out a shot list. What shots do I have to get? What songs I'm going to use? Possible songs that I could use. I've got the venue planned out. I've just got everything into one place. So you just feel so much more less stressed when you're there on set. Okay, and lastly, I use Notion as a to-do list. Now that's quite nice because earlier on, I alluded to the fact that you can use Notion to create relationships between databases. So here I've got my whole to-do list, and I can link each of my tasks to its respective database. So if I created a task to film a YouTube video or to edit a video, I can link that specific task to the YouTube database. So I got like cross-referencing. So it makes it really easy to plan ahead and to see where things overlap. Yeah, so I really hope you got inspired by the way I use Notion. Let me know in the comment section below exactly how you use it. I reply to all the comments. I can't wait to hear how you guys have been utilizing Notion. If you're just getting into Notion and you're a bit confused, you want a proper tutorial to really simplify everything, I can totally make a video. Just let me know in the comment section below and I'll get it out. And you guys can get into this productivity addiction lifestyle. Okay, so that's all from me. Don't forget to smash that like button for the algorithm and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the family. Everyone's welcome. Subscribing is free. So that's all from me, and I'll check you guys in the next one.